Hello, hello, hello. Spirit got a word, and I got a tongue to use it. So, we're going to give it some time for people to come in, but I'm going to jump right in. A lot of you have a long distance relationship with yourselves, and you create subconscious expectations that lead to disappointment and distance between what it is that you desire to manifest in this now moment, because it takes time, right? It has to travel the distance to get to you because of the long distance relationship you have with yourself. When you allow yourself to get in touch with yourself even deeper and closer, you manifest quickly, and you see the lessons behind expectations and disappointment and whatnot. And a lot of the time, this is also love codes, like in relationships, right? Romanticizing relationships with our expectations. And it's a lot easier to just I don't even know. I guess for some of y'all, it's a lot easier to hide behind the lies instead of being within the truth of it, right? And that is creating distance. What I mean by that, and I can resonate with, where it's like when you see yourself so much in someone else, and then you expect them to kind of just be like you. No, we are all one of one. We are our own individual selves. So no one else in the world will be us. Period. There will be similarities, but no one is us. It is very easy for a person who is in tune with themselves to actually have a long distance relationship in the physical realm and it be successful, because they know themselves, they trust themselves. And because they know themselves and trust themselves, they know that the partner in whom they are having this long distance relationship with, they can trust, right? And a lot of people, they just say, I just can't do it. I just can't do it, because there's insecurities and doubts within themselves that actually allows for them to trust the person that they have chosen to connect with in the first place. Some of you are experiencing long distance relationships with people that you share the same bed with, because you have allowed the voices of your emotions to carry more weight than the love of that relationship and the lessons you have to learn. So you've allowed yourself to get disconnected from yourself in a way that you are disconnected from someone that is in the same room as you. You can't hear the vibration of love through the silence. It needs to be in words at all times. A neediness of clinginess, in which is really your soul trying to connect deeper with you and reminding you so through the reflections of the experiences that you are experiencing in life. Can you be honest with yourself? Can you see these things? I know for me, as I was taking a beautiful shower and connecting with me even deeper, I was just getting so many love frequency downloads. And, sometimes we allow ourselves to just get so connected to the emotions that we forget to bring the logics into it. And they have to go together. They are one and the same, because there is data in those emotions that you logically interpret. Although some things aren't going to make logical sense, you are using your logics to decipher the information in that emotion. And it takes for you to be connected with you to really get down to the nitty gritty of the truth of your being, to be in wholeness and harmony. And only then will you be in harmony with all the relationships around you, not just romantic. You know, a lot of the times we go through things with our family and our friends, and, you know, the emotion it's going to connect with your triggers and the parts of you that has compartmentalized aspects of yourself, and the labels and the boxes and the stories. And then we start to label and box up these people and stories. How does it get back to self? How does it get back to source? Because when you truly love yourself, you truly trust that the people in your life are divinely guided and led into your life, and they are whole with God's purpose and God's plan with yourself, because God is within you. You and God are one. There is no separation. And so it doesn't matter the physical distance, whether they be nearby or far away. You being so in tune with the harmonious frequency of source within you, in wholeness and oneness, you can see and hear clearly. You can know and trust, and to respond and accordingly to your experience, your human experience with those that you are traveling life's journey with, right? Your relatability is the ship that is driving you forward. And in there, you probably put other labels and expectations in there. And when it's not meeting that, the ship stops moving. And so it happens sometimes. Sometimes you need to take a pause and have the ship just go with the flow of the waters to preserve energy, right? But you have to have the awareness of knowing that, right? Is it a pause? Is it just something that is just for this moment due to these circumstances? Go with the flow. Or do you initiate, going through the storm in a particular way? Or jumping ship because it's time to do so? And just keep swimming. Are y'all going to swim together, or do y'all swim in different directions? And is it part of the plan that if you swim in different directions that you have a meetup point, that you meet again? Can you trust in God's plan and be in harmony with God's plan that y'all will meet again? Do you trust them to meet you there? And when you arrive, if they are not there, are you disappointed? Are you hurt? Or do you patiently wait and give it some time because you know they're going to be there? Because you know they're going to be there. You can feel it in your heart's telepathy. In the knowingness, not just the belief, but you know they're going to be there because it's within God's plan. And if they can't be there, then how do you proceed? Do you proceed like a soul splice that's in need? Or do you harmonize with the frequency of what is and simply be? Be in alignment to receive your next directives of how to move forward. How do you take this person forward with you in your psyche without it penetrating bitterness and all these other lower densities? Are you in harmony with the relationship within you? Can you be in harmony with the relationship you have with Source to trust that everything is happening for you? To learn the unconditional aspect of unconditional love. To say that I hear you and I know you and I trust you even when we are not in touch. Because there's a telepathy between hearts. Are you in a long distance relationship with yourself? Do you feel at peace when you are emptied, or do you feel like there's something you need to tether at when you feel empty? Oh, empty me, empty me. Ashe. Ooh, yes, is a beautiful frequency. To just breathe and be in harmony. You see, I had to reflect on the type of relationships I've allowed in my life for me to get these downloads, right? And, you know, I was like, yo, I really can do long distance relationships. And I also, like, I can do poly relationships, and I could do monogamous relationships, because essentially all relationships go back to source, go back to me trusting source and trusting that they have been chosen by my highest consciousness and my heart's desire, connected in one and wholeness, to serve in that frequency of love making with me, as I am serving them in that frequency of love making, for the energetics exchange to be equally yoked. I trust it. Even in the relationships that didn't work, I thank it, because it has led me here today to be this woman, to be this divine being, to be a multidimensional frequency that speaks life into all things, because I am an embodiment of love, and there is love in all things, in the trauma, and the high vibrations, and the low vibrations, and the nitty, the gritty, the ugly, the pretty. I am all of it. I have been your demons, and I have been your angel. I have been your God, and I have been your goddess. I have been your darkness and your light. I have been it all, because I have been that for myself, and I know and see it all. That is the I am presence, even when I don't know it. Oh, I know it. Oh, and it is so beautiful, because I trust and I know. And when I don't know, there's a belief, and I say, you know what, God, if I believe it and it is true, you bring it to the forefront of my mind, and you show me that it is you, and I will know. And I will know. And I will know without a doubt. And that is the transmutation that happens from belief to knowing, because of the wholeness and relationship that I have with myself is so close. My rings put a little bit of that. It's so close that even when it is a physical long distance, it is so close and home. There is no separation. I feel you and I know you. Even when you have a nasty attitude and you're putting limitations, I know that it is not personal. It is a reflection of you, which is a reflection of me. And that is okay, because that is the frequency you are choosing to vibrate in. And I say, I see you. I see you. Because I see me. So you may think that I am regular, and I say, baby, that's because those are the limits you have put on your perspective, perspection of what it is that you see of me, and that is okay, because those are your eyes, and I deem you to believe whatever it is that you want to believe, but I know that I am far greater than that, baby. I am rare, and I am beyond. I am so rare that I am one of one. And in that I am beautiful, and I can see that you are one too, and I recognize that we have similarities. And you might be like a potato, and I might be like a banana. But you know what? That's okay, because sometimes if I don't feel like I want to be a banana, I go and I get peachy. And I am still similar to you, just in a different frequency. Just in a different frequency. Different juices and flavors. How can you put me in a box? That is your box that you put me in, but I am not quite there. Only the mere reflection of your consciousness of what you believe me to be is what is in that box. But the truth is, I have all of me and source is one with me, and I am covered and I am not locked in that box. That is just what you think of me. That is yours. That you believe. But that is not the truth and the knowing. And that is okay. Because I'm such in love with me that I am an embodiment of love and we are one in frequency, that I can believe and know. There's a difference. I believe in things that God will show me to know, right? Because I have faith and trust. And it is perfect love and perfect trust that brings it into the reality, the manifestations of the knowing. And then I know. But there's times that I don't even need to believe. I just know. I just know it to be true. That is because I'm so in love with me that I know when I'm in love with you. Through many lifetimes, realms and dimensions of existence, it's not a long distance relationship. You are here with me at all times. Just breathing. Breathing into the knowingness. Are you in a long distance relationship with yourself? That you feel so disconnected to someone that you're in a committed relationship with? Maybe even with your family and your friends. See, I love me enough to know that sometimes I have to put physical distance with my loved ones in order for me to fulfill the love so genuine and true and pure and live in my integrity. But in my heart, there is no distance. Are you so distant with yourself that it takes long for your manifestations to rush in? Because you can't see yourself in harmony and oneness with what it is that you truly desire? Can you think big and small of yourself at the same time without it having to be a humbled experience? Because God is big and grand and you are capable of all things and receiving that which you are divinely righted to receive. But can you first be in harmony with the relationship you have with thee? I don't know who needed to hear this, but it was a download, it was a message, and these are the code frequencies that are rippling in the air through all timelines, realms, and dimensions to get to you. Physical distance does not define your love in that relationship. Because you can be in two different continents and feel like you are sharing the same space and same breath, the same air, and feel like there is no distance, and just know and build and grow. Actually, physically, magnetically attract your heart's desire. Because there are no limitations to your energies, not even the physical distance. But sometimes we experience those distance even when they are physically close to us. You could be love making and get so much in your head that you forget to feel what's in your heart. Can you allow your head and your heart to all be together with your mind, your body, and your spirit when you are making love? I'm not going to keep y'all too long. That was the word. The word. It has been delivered on this lovely Sunday, and I thank you. May you shine like the sun and be in one in wholeness with your true divinity. I love you. I thank you. I see you. I know you. I know you because I know me. Right? To know the frequencies. Peace, y'all.